Hello, welcome to What If Sasuke Talked to Team 7, Intermission. So, with part 6, we finish off the beginning of Naruto and we'll be moving into Shippuden after the time skip. Now, 3 years is a long time for all the changes we made in the original story to take effect. So, I'd like to first thank my subscribers for being so supportive of listening to me ramble about how I would think the Naruto series would change and listen to me mispronounce so many Japanese words. Now, I'm going to say this series was an honest surprise for me. I kind of started it based on someone else's suggestion, and I believe it was Clockwork Highlanders threads. I liked the comment, so I decided to do my own what if, and it's actually been very enjoyable for me. So, in part 7, I'm still writing the script for. I'm open to suggestions, so please comment below on what you think certain aspects of the story could change based on how we left part 6, with all members of Team 7 in Konoha, and Kakashi had been elected Hokage. So we start off with Naruto's on his training mission. It's a 3-year training mission, and he's gonna learn something this time. Spending 3 years with the Sannin Jiraiya and learning basically nothing, controlling the Chibi Chakra a little bit, learning one jutsu, getting a little bit better at fighting is pathetic considering how much he grew in the 6 months from graduating the academy to the end of the shooting exams. He learned a lot in 6 months and then learned nothing in three years. That's not going to happen. So there's plenty of things he can learn, but I'd like to hear what your suggestions are below. So next up, we have the Danzo story. In this case, Itachi snitched on Danzo to his little brother, and Jiraiya was able to use his connections to confirm that Danzo was behind the Uchiha massacre. He's under arrest, but do you want him to stay in the story as a continued antagonist, or do you want him executed? Now we also have the Sasuke Itachi situation, because Sasuke completely denied Orochimaru. He decided to remain an apprentice to Kakashi, but Orochimaru still wants his eyes. But now he has to wait 3 years to change bodies again. So, do you want Sasuke to forgive his brother, even though he still played a part in the Uchiha massacre? Well, the biggest part in the Uchiha massacre. Do you want Orochimaru to still send agents to try to capture Sasuke, or do you want Orochimaru to go after Itachi himself? Because considering how Anbu is supposed to be, unknown people, it actually wouldn't be that hard for Itachi to come back to the village. But of course, he is still a spy for the Akatsuki, on the Akatsuki. So there's a lot of things that could happen with Sasuke's character arc. But right for now, he's being apprenticed to Kakashi. Speaking of Kakashi, this is the next big point, is he is the Hokage now. Both Jiraiya and Tsunade vouched for him as being the Hokage, and it's due to the fact that he was the 4th Hokage's student. There's one of the strongest ninjas in the village at the time. It makes a lot of sense. So the question is, how does Kakashi work as being the Hokage? In the actual series, Kakashi's reign is not really mentioned. It's just, Kakashi comes to 6th Hokage, Naruto comes to 7th Hokage. I'm sure there's some stuff in Boruto about Kakashi's time Hokage, but since we have it now, I want to know what you think his time as Hokage for those 3 years of the time skip would be. Also, I want to put out the idea of Kakashi learning from his dog summons. Yes, Sage Mode. Because the only reason no one used Sage Mode in the series up until, the Pain arc is because Sage Mode was never mentioned before the Pain arc. With summoned animals being more connected to nature and thus a summoner able to learn from that animal, could Kakashi become a dog sage? And secondly, with Sasuke being his apprentice, would Sasuke become would be an imperfect dog sage himself, or Kakashi an imperfect dog? Because frankly, Naruto shouldn't have learned a perfect sage mode in the few months he learned. I know he was pressed for time and he was really determined, but imperfect Sage Mode would have worked just as well for most of the pain fight, and would kind of be funny considering he'd look like a toad for his big confrontation. Now we have Sakura. Now, I know Sakura has a lot of hate, and I'm one of them, but in this case, she has actually lived up to a lot of her potential. And part of that potential is Sasuke. She's shown to be not a useless fangirl, and Sasuke is actually, noticing her. With Danzo behind bars for now, he's achieved his main goal, one of his two main goals from the start of the series. Kill a certain person and rebuild the Uchiha clan. Well, Danzo is not dead, but that's what you vote for. But he is incapacitated. He is facing judgment. So starting the clan would mean seeing some people. In this case, Sakura. But again, do you think Sakura deserves that relationship? Secondly, what do you think about the curse mark? Sakura is an apprentice sealmaker, and she's working for Tsunade, who is both a medical genius, and she knows a fair amount about seals herself. That her, strength of 1,000 hands seal on her forehead is a sealing jutsu. So combining that together, could those two working together for 3 years remove or fix the curse mark? Because fixing it would just simply be extracting Orochimaru's, soul piece, his Horcrux out of Sasuke. So instead of, turning him, manic, using the curse mark would just absorb nature chakra, which would aid in him learning to become a sage. And secondly, does she use this concept as well? Making a seal, or many types of seals, to learn Sage Mode herself. She is Tsunade's apprentice who has the slug contract. I'm not sure if Tsunade's 100-hand seals, her transformation, is actually a Sage Mode, but could Sakura learn Sage Mode as well? These are all questions that I'm hoping you have some ideas about how to answer. So I'm going to give this video a few days to get likes and get some responses before I move on to part 7 and get us into Shippuden. Thank you.